Entering master bedroom. First thing you notice around the door frame, the door is making full contact, tearing up all the new paint. Hinges were still painted, same as the rest of the house. Top of the door frame, very spotty. All the contractors are tearing up all that new paint. All kind of raised edges and little run spots. This seems like it was supposed to be a patch that actually flipped down and stuck once they painted over it. All these little edges, and these are scuff marks and scrapes all over the door. We've got run marks running down the full length of the door and down the trim right here, going around the door frame. You can see also runs going down here, down the center of here. Slowly just walking through the bedroom, you can just notice all the little raised edges, all the little spots that were little run spots, like down here. All of that build up. And for noticing how much there is running through the house, it almost seems as if they watered down the paint to thin it out a little bit and stretch the product further through the house, and causing all kinds of problems. Right here in the closet, you can see where there's actually gray and yellow paint on the door now. Heading down to where you got the baseboard and the trim down here, you got all this build up there. Going around here, you can see that they didn't really do any caulking, so obviously the paint's going to dry and split right around the seams. Heading around, you got a big chip mark down here at the bottom of the door frame. If you look at it, the lining across the ceiling, you can actually see different tape spots. Definitely in this section, which is a little harder to see with the camera, but you can kind of tell where it goes from smooth into different little textured areas and all these rough edges, and that was a patch that wasn't smoothed out or finished properly. Heading into the master bathroom door frame area, you can see different scuff marks, different buildup. You got spots where you got runs and spots that weren't smoothed out, little edges that were raised edges. Once again, this was painted. You got a nice thick run going down here, right through here. Lower door latch, or door hinge, was also painted. You got a nice good run right here. Got some more runs. There's actually quite a few runs on this wall alone, going up the full length of the wall too. Going around the window frame, you can see there's white showing through. You got brad nail divots where they weren't caulked or filled, or even spackled, plastered, or really any kind of fill at all wasn't done. And if so, then they did use caulking where it did shrink, and then they painted over it, so you can definitely see the divots. So that's where they should use spackle or plaster. Right here, that could have been smoothed out a little bit. This corner is all goobed up in here. That should have been scraped out before painted. And you got scuff marks and still white showing. Right here, some more white showing, a few runs. You can definitely tell there was no caulking or prep work done prior to a lot of this painting. More white showing, more white showing, and right there, going around the whole frame. If you actually look around the lower vent below that window, you can see run buildups that actually kind of dripped off the wall onto the unit, and massive holes that are just sitting in the wall. All these edges and stuff that weren't smoothed out. Yep, more white chips kind of showing through where that was rubbed. And it seems like it's like a straight line going to here. And then when they freehand cut in the wall to the ceiling, and you can completely tell that they've got all that paint on the ceiling. Like starting at that point there, and it just gets thick. Where they should have definitely used tape and did all the prep work to save all that time from their freehand. Right there you got scuff marks from the brush going around the upper window frame here. They've got more runs, more divots and stuff from brad nails that should have been filled. Right there, going around the entire frame. Going across this part of the wall from the door back over to this side of the window. You got more scratch marks on the walls. You've got more, this isn't even filled in all the way. You can barely tell on the camera, but like from this divot here, that shadow mark, that's actually faded in color going all the way up the wall there. Alright, there is some caulk fill in there, or at least the paint filled it. But you can see where the paint might have filled there, but it actually didn't fill in the color. You can see all the yellow and whitish yellow still in there. You got some runs right here in the corners. Looks like there was a patch done here. It wasn't smoothed out. And that is the master bedroom.